I'm going to show you guys how I make red brick cottages, just like the one I showed in a prior video I had. This isn't going to be a block for block tutorial though. I'm going to be making an example house and showing you the general rules to follow while building, but don't be afraid, it's actually very simple. So I've been flying around for a while, and I finally found this nice little place. I think it's pretty scenic. There's some horses, there's some cows. I saw a bee a little bit ago, but I don't know where he went. But don't pick someplace boring. Like, pick a place with a nice view, maybe a little bit hilly. I think that's where this is going to shine best. So I think I'm going to build the house right about here. And so first we're going to have to clear all these trees and flatten out the land a little bit more. Boop. There's the bee. Now I'm going to flatten this out too. Boop. Okay, so the blocks we're going to be using for this is mostly going to be stone bricks, regular bricks, white concrete powder, spruce planks. We're going to be using dark oak trapdoors for the shutters and oak logs, sorry. So the first thing we got to do is pick like the layout and general shape of the house. So I'm going to kind of go for like an L shape here. And when you're deciding the shape and size of your house, you want to make sure that you're working on odd numbers of blocks. So there's always a 1 block center of the build. You don't want like a 2 block center because that's going to make like the windows and the roof, it's going to be a lot harder to do. And so we're going to take our stone bricks and make our foundation. Bring it out. And then if there's like a cliffside here, you want to bring it down and make the foundation go down to like where the level of the ground is, essentially. Like, make it so it looks like the foundation's kind of built into the ground, like how a real foundation would be. And you want this foundation to be about 1 or 2 blocks above the normal ground height. I'm going to be using birch planks to fill in the floor. I think it just makes a nice contrast and lightens up the inside of the house a lot. You can use whatever planks you want though. Now we want to add about a 5-layer tall wall of red bricks. If you want to get fancy with it, you can use some granite and mix in some granite to give it some shading and like variation. Just punch holes in it, put some granite places, make sure you don't make too many patterns of it, kind of like just place it randomly. Now we're going to start punching some holes in it to make some windows. So make some big nice windows, you know, like maybe like 3 blocks tall, 3 blocks wide, even taller maybe. And then we can get rid of the bottom layer and put some upside down stairs. That'll give it a little bit more depth, and it'll make it look like a little bit of a ledge here. Then more upside down stairs up here, and that is just going to make it look a little bit more interesting, a little bit less flat. Then we'll put some panes in the window. Just plain glass panes, I think, look the best for this. Come over here, we'll put some more holes in it, add some more windows. Need lots and lots of windows in this. That's what makes it feel so cozy and naturey. I'm actually going to extend this by a little bit, make that a 2-wide window. I'm going to make this one a 2-wide window as well. You can really just play with it and just keep changing things, you know, change it to however you want. It's your house. And if it's a 3-wide window, you can do this little trick where you put the stairs on the side, stair in the middle, stair on the side, and then it makes this nice little arch. See? If you have a big exposed foundation like this, it could help to mix in some other kinds of stone bricks and maybe a little bit of andesite here and there. Get some mossy bricks near the top probably, maybe a little bit near the bottom too. Cracked stone brick. Get some of those, make sure that they're near the mossy brick. Helps blend them in a little bit better. See, now that looks a little bit less plain and open. After you're done with the windows, it'll look something like this. And, you know, if it's all the windows follow the same rules, just keep using the same rules over and over. It's all about these simple rules that you just keep following throughout the build. Now we're going to start the second floor. So for this, you just want to put some oak logs, or whatever kind of log you want really. Oak or spruce would probably be the best. In the corners. Make those 4 blocks tall. Then go ahead and make on the 5th block a line going across like that, and just follow this rule like this. Keep going. Actually, I decided that I don't want this to be part of the second floor. This is going to be a balcony. Next, we're going to use white concrete powder and fill in these holes here. Just fill in the walls. I keep dropping them. Whoops. And if you have a big plain wall like this, then kind of like go into the center point, or maybe one of the points in the middle of 2 logs, and just put another log support there. It'll make it a little bit better looking. So for the second floor, you want to do the windows a little bit narrower, maybe like 2 blocks maximum width. Okay, and then we'll put some glass in there. Only do them 2 block tall, and then fill in the top with the white concrete powder again. In order to do this wall, I'm going to have to fill in the floor. So when you're doing the floor, use upside down half slabs, and then it'll make the ceiling feel a little bit taller, and then the top of the windows won't touch the floor. It'll look a little bit nicer. Next, we're going to be adding the little bit of trim and like flower boxes on the outside of the window. So on the edge of the window, like the block next to the window, put a staircase like this. And then if there's like a window, like there's a gap in between the windows, put an upside down staircase. Then another staircase like that. And then we'll put some grass blocks in there. Cover it with some spruce trapdoors. And then you put some flowers in. And then on the corners, always put these upside down brick stairs on the last brick, on the top brick, and then put a slab there. And then we got more windows here, so more flower boxes. So there's going to be 3 more flower boxes. Upside down stairs between them. Trapdoors. Oops. There we go. Upside down brick stairs in the corners. Slabs. And then you just keep repeating this process all around it. Also, if there's another like support beam above this, put another upside down staircase right there. And then another slab. So it kind of adds to the supportness look of it. I ran into a problem here, so I can't put a staircase on here and follow the rule because there's a window. So I'm just going to make the window, I'm going to move the window over a little bit. And so that's the kind of stuff you got to watch out for in your build. If you can't do a rule, you know, it's not always the end of the world, but changing your build to fit the rule sometimes can make it look a little bit better and add a little bit more to it. So now for the roof. We're going to put an upside down stair below this line here, and then we're going to just start going up at a 45-degree angle. Put a half slab at the very top, and go back down. Now that the roof's on, make sure you have all of these support upside down stairs on the support beams here, all around the house. I'm actually going to get rid of that beam there, and I'm going to, bring this up to the top here. We're going to give this little balcony area a nice little roof to cover this too. Another thing we can do is add little dormer windows up on the top here. So we'll break off some of this roof. Bring up this little bit here. Actually, it should be... There we go. Remember that these are things that you can add anywhere onto your building. You know, it doesn't have to be in the exact same place I do it. These are just general ideas on how to make this type of building. Now I'm actually going to bring this through the other side here. Do the exact same thing, just on the other side. Maybe a fence post would be nice. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, fence post is nice. I'm gonna add some fence posts along here. There we go. Add some more windows. I'm going to do that just on this side now. Get rid of these logs. Concrete powder. Get that glass. There we go. Bring this across. Actually, this should be slabs. There we go. Probably turn that a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. That's very nice. And then I put some fences in the corners there. Now I'm going to put on some of the final touches. I'm going to use dark oak trapdoors, and I'm going to use those as shutters, and you just put those on the edges of the windows. On every window on the second floor, add your shutters. Yep. Keep going all around. Even up on these little windows here, add the shutters. You can also add another little flower box here. That'll be cute. So out of all the sides of the house, I think this side is probably the most boring and plain. So I'm going to come over here. I already deleted this window because I want to put the fireplace here. So it's going to be 3 blocks wide, and this isn't going to be really functional. It's mostly just for looks. Bring it up to a good height to where it would make sense for it to start to narrow. Get some stairs. Put them in here. Now it's just going to come up. And you can put a little bit of a curve in it. Can't hurt. Make it look a little funnier. And then a campfire on top with some trapdoors. Spruce trapdoors to be exact. I'll make this go up a little bit taller actually. 1 block taller. Surround it with those trapdoors. You got a nice little chimney. You don't want it on top of dirt because then it looks like it's not, you know, part of the foundation. It's got to go down till it meets the ground. I'm gonna build it up just a little bit more. There we go. That looks nice. I'm gonna mix in some other types of stone brick just to make it fit in with the rest of the foundation a little bit more. There we go. And then one of the final touches you can add is to just repopulate and refoliate the area. Give it some bushes, some nice landscaping, you know, just to cover up and make it look a little bit more like it's been here for a while and it's intertwined with nature. Gonna add some vines coming up the side. Add them wherever you think is gonna look nice. Maybe mix in some different types of leaves too. A little thing I almost forgot was a nice little front porch. And a little entrance too, to cover you from the rain or something when you're coming in your house. So, upside down stair, door put on from the inside, gives it a nice little depth look. Then I'm gonna bring out the patio a little bit, bring it down to the ground. I'm gonna make the steps come up from the side. Then do a little thing there, something there, give it a wall. Slabs. Try to make it kind of skinny. I don't want it to be very thick. There we go. Then bring it into the house. That looks nice. Add a little bit of bushes here. Bushes are nice. And after we brought back the nature a little bit, it's all done. And again, this is just to show the general rules on how to make houses like these. And if you do make a house like this, then I hope you share it in my Discord, because I'd love to see them all, and we have a pretty dope community. And one last thing, really, just don't forget to put it in a cool place. Don't build this in just a big flat field. Give yourself a nice view to look at.